Hi, how are you doing today? It's wonderful seeing you again. I hope you must be going okay so far. Say, you do know Shakespeare. You know the bard, right? His name invokes poetry, love, and the terror of having to memorize lines in an outdated language. That said, I do agree with the criticisms my friends give him. I feel the play needs to be updated a bit so that people can understand what the characters are saying. Plus, his tragedies are always due to poor communication and misunderstandings rather than circumstances beyond their control. And that can get tiresome after a while. You're all still my friends, and I will always cherish you. While his plays do have some action, they're always usually either tragic romances or history stuff, and that can get pretty boring if you're not into either of those topics. Though I am into both of those things. I wouldn't really call it my bread and butter either, it just resonates with me. I know what you're probably thinking. A guy who writes like that would probably be ultra predictable after a while, am I right? No. Well, besides the fact that he was hyped as one of the greatest authors in history by all those big-wig English teachers, William Shakespeare is also one of the most insane, violent, and bizarre authors I've ever read outside of his plays they teach in high school. I remember reading this one play called A Winter's Tale. Once upon a time, a queen gets mistaken for cheating. So the king somehow doesn't know the kids are his own. As a result of this unjustified paranoia, the king sends his personal Alfred to take the kid to the beach and tragically leave her there. Now, it seems like typical Shakespeare so far, because Jeeves is standing there on the shore wishing he'd put up his resume on Craigslist sooner. But as Smithers finishes his monologue, out of nowhere, he randomly gets pursued by a bear who shows up out of nowhere, like it's the latest scene in the Gang Cracks the Liberty Bell episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I am not kidding, this is all we get for an explanation! At one moment, this butler guy is going on some spiel, and the next moment, he's chased into the stage by a giant bear. Also, this scene doesn't come up ever again. Now granted, Shakespeare does abandon his minor characters without any explanation all the time, but this feels like Mad Libs. Hey, are we seriously not going to talk about how he got pursued by a bear ever again? That was seriously weird. It's not worth going into what the rest of the play's about, because that tops everything! Also, how the heck do you replicate that on stage? It's not like they had CGI they could whip up. What is this? I'm actually not angry right now. I'm more just surprised and confused by this situation. And I thought The Nightman Cometh was the craziest play. Have a pleasant day ahead of you. Bye!